Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Saurabh Roy. Welcome you all in the first lecture of microwave engineering. So in this lecture, we'll discuss about the introduction of microwave engineering. What are the uses of microwave engineering in our daily life? What are the military application? How they will work? So those things we'll discuss in our introduction class. So first, what is microwave? Microwave is an alternating frequency signal which ranges is between 300 megahertz to 300 gigahertz. Its wavelength is between 1 millimeter to 1 up to 1 meter. And its uses in different practical application, house application as well as military applications, how many applications. Now let's start how microwave is generated. So it is an electromagnetic signal which is generated by changing of electric field and magnetic field. So here we'll see the changes of electric field and magnetic field and how microwave is generated. Now let's come to the second point. After generating, the signal is transmitted through some microwave sources or in the form of antenna through the medium. So that is the how microwave is generated and how it is transmitted from one point to the another. Now next, let's start. Why microwave? Why we are using microwave and where we are using the microwave? So first see in our daily life application. So in our daily life, that devices is seen in every household, near about 60-70% household in the India. So that devices is called microwave. So it is working on the frequency or principle of microwave. It is used for heating food as well as making the food. Now see how the things is works. So here whenever we see that devices, one point is there, that point is called magnetron. So that generated the microwaves or electromagnetic wave. So after generating, we will see in the microwave one plate is there. So that plate we are placing the foods. So using that food, that plates, whenever food is placed, so it's looking like that. When the signal is passing through that particle or that food, then water molecule present in that particular fold is starting vibrating. So due to that vibration, the heat is produced. So that is the practical application of microwave in our daily life, to produce heat and generate the food and as well as heat the food within fraction of time. Now next application, we are moving into military application or defense application. So this one we have seen in the last couple of days, before 1 month or 2 months back, that Indian Air Force is purchased 5 Rafales from France. So that Rafale, whenever we'll see, that is advanced aircraft. So one thing is used, whenever we'll see its cockpit, there are one machine is there that is scanning the particular ranges. So whenever it is scanning the particular ranges, the aircraft strength is depend on how much it's capable to scan the particular ranges. It's capable to 50 kilometer, or it is capable to 100 kilometer, or it is capable to 150 kilometer. So based on these ranges, the strength of the aircraft is defined. So that name is called, or in the marine devices, whenever we'll see those things, one thing is placed in the top, and in the airport also we have seen some types of things. So that is called radar. So based on that radar scanning capability, the capability of the devices is fixed. So how it is scanned? It's looking like that. Whenever any particular enemy will come in this particular range of radius 150 kilometer or 50 kilometer, it can able to detect that particular enemy as well as detect the object. So after detecting the things, the pilot can he can target that particular things in terms of it is other fighter from enemy side or any other things. So that is the one practical application on military application. So in the last slide we discussed about the daily life application. So there are two major application of microwave in the daily life as well as military application. Now coming to the next point, what are the disadvantage of microwave? So why? So that is called cell phone radiation. Now in every human being use 2 or 3 mobile phones at a time. And as well as due to that high radiation, every person, electromagnetic radiation is constantly around you from various sources and in small doses. So however, the power we receive, that is very small amount, but it is affected because time of hours or hours, number of hours we are taken that power. So that is the one of the worst effect of electromagnetic radiation in our daily life. So we should, in our next or successive lecture, we'll discuss about how to remove that electromagnetic radiation in our practical life and how we can utilize it in a better way. Now coming to the next point, history of microwave, or we can say that history of wireless communication. So that great scientist, his name is called Maxwell. In 1860, James Clerk Maxwell derives 4 equations. So that equation is earlier, that equations are available, but he designed in a particular form. So that 4 equation is called Gauss law for magnetism, Faraday's law, and Ampere's Maxwell law. So that 4 equation altogether is called Maxwell's equation. So those equations we already studied in the second year subject. So that is electromagnetics theory as well as transmission, and we are applying those things. So those are pioneer equation is the thing of major contribution in the wireless communication. So in this equation we will see that last equation, del cross H equal to J plus dou D by dou T. So in this equation Maxwell did that correction. So he did that correction. So that part, del cross H equal to dou T by dou T. So he did this correction. So that is called Maxwell correction. After that, that equation, modified equation is called Ampere's Maxwell law or modified Ampere's law. Now coming to the next point, based on his pioneer work in the field of wireless communication or microwave, the IEEE generate one plate, that is milestone plate for Maxwell equation, who developed that pioneer equation. It generated in August 2009. Now, so whatever the Maxwell equation, so those are theoretically he did. Now comes to the practical verification of that Maxwell equation. So practical verification of the Maxwell equation is done by that great scientist Heinrich Hertz in 1891. So we can remember the frequency unit is also depend on his name, that is called Hertz. So frequency unit of frequency is Hertz. So 1891 Heinrich Hertz validated Maxwell theory. So later on in 1895 our Indian scientist Sir Jagadish Chandra Bose first public demonstration of the millimeter wave. So in that earlier 1895 he generates near about 55 gigahertz frequency at the public domain. Later on he demonstrated all the things in London in front of scientist community. So that is the pioneer work in the millimeter wave. Till now research is going on in the millimeter wave, but in earlier 90s he done all those things by his own instrument. Now coming to the whatever Jagadish Chandra sir done, that is for short range communication. Now we will see the long distance communication, long distance wireless communication. So that is done by scientist Marconi. So first transatlantic radio communication over a distance of 2000 miles from UK to Newfoundland. So there is a long distance communication near about 2000 miles. He did it by near about 2000 miles he did it by his that setup. So that is the first long range communication done by Marconi. So later on also so many great scientists is worked on this wireless communication, and now this field has a grown last 2-3 decades is very wide ranges. We can see that now 5G, 3G, 4G, all the things in coming last 2 decades, but there is a great effort done by those great scientists started from Maxwell, Marconi, Sir Jagadish Chandra Bose, as well as so many people. So their contribution is highly appreciated in the wireless communication domain or in the microwave domain. So in our course content, what we will learn? So we started, our course content is divided into 5 units. So first unit is the microwave transmission line. So here, apart from microwave transmission line, we will discuss about the rectangular waveguides, as well as we will discuss about the circular waveguide. We will discuss about next unit microwave tubes, what are the different components of the microwave, and as well as we will discuss about the microwave solid state devices. Now we will see the books of microwave. So we are following those books as Microwave Engineering, David M. Poser, Microwave Devices, Circuits, Leo, and Foundation for Microwave Engineering, Calling. Apart from those books, we will discuss about some NPTEL lectures of Shavgaonkar sir, Girish Kumar sir, as well as some IIT Kanpur professors. So we are collecting all those information, as well as we will follow some SCI journal papers for those things. So we will try to incorporate from starting to this technique up to modern. What are the different aspects of the microwave? We will try to cover all those points in our throughout syllabus. So that is the basic things. We will follow those books. Apart from those books, we will discuss some other things also. Now coming, so that is, thank you everyone. So